Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2 channel. And this is your match review of South Korea 2, Ghana 3 in another fantastic game of football today. We just saw Cameroon and Serbia draw 3-3. Now we see another blockbuster game full of goals again, full of energy, full of entertainment, all of that, fam. And yeah, fair play to Ghana. They needed to win this. This is a huge win for them. Massive, massive win. When you look at the table now, South Korea bottom with 1 point. Then comes Uruguay with 1 point in third place. They face Portugal later tonight. And with those 3 points, Ghana look like they could be in the driving seat to potentially go through if they get a win versus Uruguay. Or maybe they just need a point if Uruguay don't beat Portugal today. So, yeah, man, it looks like they have a very good chance of going through now. South Korea, on the other hand, very, very unlucky. All they can do in their last game is just play with pride now, play for their fans, and just put in a good performance when they play Portugal. And obviously, Portugal are top with 3 points. They play later on tonight. And yeah, when you look at this game, I think it was a very good game. South Korea once again, I said it in my last view when they faced Uruguay. Technicians all over the field. The left back really, really impressed me, especially in that second half with his crosses in. Obviously, you'll see his name on the screen right now, but yeah, he was absolutely brilliant today. With those crosses, them whippers were ridiculous, dangerous, especially when South Korea were chasing the game. Do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, they've got technicians all over the field, man. It seems like the only player that really didn't perform today was Mr. Heung-min Son or Son Heung-min. People always get confused when do you pronounce it Son Heung-min or Heung-min Son. I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna call him Son in it because that's what we always call him in the Premier League over here. So Son today, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Your country needed you, son. Your country needed you. Your team needed you, my friend. And it wasn't even you that stepped up. It wasn't even you that stepped up. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. Look, yeah, like I said, they had technicians all over the field. They were dominating the play. They were trying to whip balls into the box. They had couple corners that weren't really it wasn't good enough when they were delivering these set pieces, whether it was just normal crosses from open play or set pieces like free kicks or corner kicks that they had. It wasn't good enough, and Ghana just took advantage. They were hanging in there. It looked like they were struggling a little bit as well, but they just stayed in the game. And when they got their opportunity, they took it, man. They really, really took it. Obviously, they had a free kick from deep. I have to say, I think Drogba and Jermaine Genius and that lady, I forgot her name, that were in the studio today for the game covering it. We're talking about how South Korea's line was too deep. It should have been at least at the halfway line, if not at the D, probably round there. So yeah, their line was way too deep. It was in the box. It was within the penalty spot, and that's probably why the goal happened. Because in situations like that, when the line is that deep, all he has to do is just whip it into a nice area and hope for a scuffle, and that's what happened. A scuffle happened. The ball was just bouncing around. It hit Jordan. I think it hit Andre Ayew's arm. And then it just lands to Salisu and he puts it in. That's all they had to do. If the line was higher, then it would have been more difficult for Ghana to score, because then when the ball gets whipped in, that's when a Ghana player has to actually head it and aim it, which is harder to do than hoping it just touches you and then it just goes wherever it goes. You can quite clearly see in that goal, Kim, the Napoli centre back. I forgot his full name because I know like South Korea's whole like back four and five all have Kim in their name. So I'll specify which one it was up on the screen below. Obviously, look, he gets the header in alongside the other Ghana player that was dueling with him. He got a touch on the ball. Then he hits Ayu's arm. Now it's bouncing around the penalty area. Salisu puts it in. Simple as that. 1-0 to Ghana. Salisu. It was against the run of play. South Korea were the better team. They were moving the ball better. They were playing the better football as well. So yeah, really, Ghana just took advantage of the situation and fair play. And then obviously the second goal happened, and Andre Ayew is the one who put the ball in. He puts the ball in. for what's his name? Kudus. That's it. How can I forget his name? How dare I forget his name? This guy is a baller. Absolute baller. Just in his game today in general. Like, forget even the goals. You just look at his game. The guy has, his close control is so good. He's press resistant. He's a great dribbler of the ball as well. Like, he's got that speed. He's so direct. He's not scared. He's brave. He has courage. Like, oh, he's such a superstar, man. He's a superstar in the making, and Ghana are really lucky to have him playing for their nation, because I'm telling you right now, yeah, if this guy was European, or if this guy was specifically maybe English, he would be worth 70 million at least, at the very least. At the very least, because he has got that superstar sort of X factor to him in his game. So yeah, watch out for him. I remember the first time I ever saw him, it was when Ajax played Liverpool at Anfield, and he scored an absolute cracker of a goal. Absolute cracker of a goal. He's an interesting player because it looks like they say he's best at the number 9 position. They say he's best on the wing. They say he's best as a number 10. Well, it looks like to me he can play in all those positions and still put up good performances. So fair play to him. He gets a flick on the header from Ayew's cross, Andre Ayew. And yeah, fair play. He gets the goal, 2-0 Ghana. You think to yourself, yep, 2-0 Ghana. You know, just like Serbia, they just have to see the game out. You know, maybe just have possession of the ball, and yeah, fair play. But no, it didn't happen in the second half. South Korea came out playing, man, and those crosses that were coming in from that left-hand side, man, they were coming in constantly throughout the whole game, even after the goals, before the goals. They kept coming in. That's where their play was mainly down, because obviously Son is playing down the left-hand side. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, one of the goals that happened, obviously, the ball comes in from, I think, a substitute. Yeah, I think it was a substitute. I'm pretty sure it was, that whipped the ball in, and then obviously Cho just gets onto it and gets a header in before all of the other defenders. He also had a chance beforehand where another cross has come in from that left-hand side. He had a header, and the keeper saved it. But Cho, you know, he manages to, not Callum Hudson-Odoi, by the way, just so Chelsea fans are not confused, if you get what I'm saying. The striker's name, number 9, his name is Cho. So yeah, just wanted to make that clear, just in case anyone was a bit confused, which wouldn't have made sense anyway. I'm talking about a review, so maybe I'm making myself confused. What is going on? Anyway, the cross comes in, he gets a header on it. It's a good header, goes to the back of the net, and all of a sudden, you know, they're back in it. They're back in it. Diving header, they're back in it. They're back in it, and you think to yourself, game on. Let's see what happens. And like I said, that left back that was putting those crosses in constantly putting those crosses in, he got one right. He made an overlap. The fullback is not tracking him. He's not following him. Puts another good cross in. Cho looks big, looks strong, attacks the ball properly ahead of the, I think it was ahead of Salisu, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, he just gets it into the roof of the net. It was a really good header. I'm pretty sure the keeper pammed it onto the roof of the net, but it is what it is. It's a really good header. He attacked the ball. He jumped early. He timed it well. Yeah, Drogba would have been proud of that goal. So yeah, fair play to him. And you think to yourself, wow, Ghana, they bottled it. Ghana have bottled it. What's going on, Ghana? What's going on, Ghana? But then Mensah gets down the byline, left-hand side, puts in a cross. Inaki Williams, he misses the ball. And then Kudus, left foot, into that bottom corner. Keeper doesn't save it. He should do better. Yeah? But it's a goal. It's clutch. It's what big players, talented players, that's what they do. Yeah? So much pressure after Ghana bottled a 2-0 lead. But nah, Kudus said, no, we're going to stay in this game. There is no chance we're going to drop points in this game after the robbery of the last game when they faced Portugal. And he got that goal. He got that massive goal. He celebrates in front of the camera, gives it that to the camera pretty much. Not in terms of gesture or anything, just in terms of his venom, his attitude, you know, when he was celebrating and the way he was. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, stick one up yours. Do you get what I'm saying? And all that. But yeah, fair play to him. The whole of Ghana celebrated. I do like the unity within the Ghana team. I like the spirit of the Ghana team. There were some clips I saw and some videos I saw where when they arrived to the stadium, they were just singing, man. They were just singing. The drums were out. You get me? Yeah, all the instruments were out, man. You get me? And they were singing, vibing, enjoying themselves. And that's what Africans do, man. Even the African crowd, like the Ghanaians, the Senegalese, and the Cameroons, you know, these guys, you know, win, lose, or draw, they will keep dancing, keep making noise, because that's what we do. Now, I'm not from any of those countries, but I'm just saying, you know, that's what we Africans do, man. We like a good time. Do you get what I'm saying? So fair play to them, man, and you know, for keeping the spirit high, keeping the belief as well, and yeah, credit. And obviously South Korea, look, they try to get another goal. Constant crosses coming into the box, constant, especially from the left hand side. Like I said, that left hand side was their weapon, man. That left back, I want a scout report on that brother. Yeah, I don't know how many crosses he put in. He must have put a dozen crosses, because he was whipping them like prime David Beckham and that, the way he was whipping them crosses in. Yeah, so yeah, fair play to him. And you know, they tried. Ghana, they defended really, really well. Warriors, Salisu, Amate, the subs that came on to help defend as well. All of them, yeah, Warriors, man. And fair play to them. You know, they were putting their bodies on the line. They were getting stuck in. They were winning their aerial duels. South Korea kept on trying. Corners, set pieces, crosses from the left-hand side, shots. They were getting blocked. Like, there were clearances. Everything was just happening in that box. And it was very nervy. It's a big win for Ghana, man. Like I said, they're potentially in the driving seat to go through. If Uruguay win tonight, though, that makes this group very, very interesting if Uruguay win. Because if Uruguay win, they'll face Ghana in the last game, and Portugal have South Korea. So that'll make things interesting. Whilst if Portugal win, that makes that Ghana-Uruguay game even better. It makes that game even better, to be honest. Because it's like, if Portugal win, they're through to the last 16 guaranteed. And then if Ghana and Uruguay obviously facing each other, regardless of what Uruguay do tonight, that game's going to be massive. If Uruguay win today, then all of a sudden Ghana are going to need that win to go through. And Uruguay are going to need at least a point. So as long as they don't lose and beat Portugal, you know, they'll go through. But then if Uruguay lose, all of a sudden it's Ghana that are like, okay, we just don't need to lose against Uruguay and we'll go through, whilst Uruguay will need to win against Ghana to go through. And I'm just saying, if you know the history between Ghana and Uruguay, if you know the history, then you know this game about to be a blockbuster. 2010 and that. Suarez. Do you remember? We're here 12 years later. Woo-hoo-hoo! I can't wait, fam. I cannot wait. That's it, guys, for your video. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below. And yeah, I'll see you lot in the next review, where Brazil face Switzerland. So hopefully that's a good game. And yeah, guys. Ooh, what a review. What a day of football so far, man. We've seen 11 goals. We've seen 11 goals today so far. This is potentially going to be the best day of football already in this World Cup so far. So yeah, let's do this. Anyway, I'll see you lot later. Peace.